All right, that's good.
She didn't get me, did you? Get back in here to get my roll.
Please subscribe show. YouTube Cole Spivey.
Yeah, man. Right here. It's going to be St. Paul's Lutheran Church. And it says, Holy Spirit will teach you everything. So the Holy Spirit teaches you everything. Does it say anything on the back side?
Salvation comes from the Lord.
Okay, cool.
By the way, today is Pentecost Sunday.
I didn't know that. What's that mean?
Somebody posted it on Facebook.
It's a holiday?
No. It's I think it's 7 weeks after Passover and
Pentecost is 7 weeks after Passover.
And so today in Nigeria, the country, somebody went into the church and like 50 people were dead.
In what country?
Nigeria.
Oh, Nigeria.
Because it's Pentecost Day.
Because of the Pentecost.
It just means the Holy Spirit. So I don't know.
It's the day when they started speaking in tongues in Acts.
It says Pentecost.
Right. It's in the book of Acts. St. Paul was around it.
Okay.
It's whenever they started speaking in tongues in the upper room. Well, Paul wrote about it, but he was probably maybe around some of it, maybe. Well, at least the disciples were. They're actually abandoned. Almost all of them are. It's probably because of COVID. So when I lived in Euless, right over on the other side of that Euless water tower, I wrote 3 novels at Camden Oasis. One was the Untitled, the other one was the Entitled, and the third one was A Thief's Story, which was about Roberto Pace, Tom Burnett, and a character named Mr. Spoil. It's about 3 different stories of thieves. One's writing from pretty much like jail. The other one is writing from like the underground art stealer. Like he was an art thief. And the third one was a guy named Mr. Spoil who lived in Maine and robbed things out of garages. It was right there. I lived in those. Those were Camden Oasis. They have a different name now. Anyway, there was a big Jesus sign right over there. And that was my first 3 big novels. And I wrote some screenplays and plays and read a bunch of Masterpiece stuff. I was reading a lot of Masterpiece literature.
Somebody said it was a drop pretzel.
She's a chick from Jersey. She's hanging out with Tampa J. Not her. Her.
They're at Busch Gardens.
For sure. No, the flamingos aren't here. That's so sad. Apparently, according to the sign, they still have the avian flu, the bird flu. So that is really, really sad.
That'd be Tampa J.
I know. It's my favorite thing. My favorite thing from Tampa J's Busch Garden videos.
So I became I subscribed as Chris Girl and she had like 200 subscribers. Now she's at 3,800 or something like that.
3.86. Chris the Girl.
3.86. And it's 2022. She did Jaws, a pretty cool 1916 shark attacks about Jaws. Yeah, they've had this for a couple of weeks now. I don't know if they take tickets or what, but it's a fair. They got a monkey maze. A monkey maze on it, whatever that is. There. Monkey maze. There. Pretty much the White House. Well, if you're big fans of Peter Weller, they filmed RoboCop there in Dallas. There she blows! Dallas, the home of the microchip. Also, Peter Weller did RoboCop there. Oliver Stone did JFK. And Born on the 4th of July. Also, don't forget about Office Space, Mike Judge. Opening scene. And the TV show Dallas. JR. Everybody took off work to find out what happened to JR, who Linda Gray was in, who was your mom. Your mom was in Dallas, the TV show.
Yes.
And her great uncle worked with Steve Miller. So she's got musical, historical blood of music, the history of music. What were you gonna say? Now we will be entering the Josie Records right off Webb Chapel, which is a well-known music store. Well, I guess you could say it's a record store where they sell albums like 45, 97 vinyl albums, cassette tapes. They also sell CDs, everything from the Smashing Pumpkins to Bob Dylan to classical music. It's right there. You can kind of see it, Josie Records. And then we'll be pulling up to the next shot, the opening shot of Office Space, Mike Judge. So you got a guy, Mike Judge, he did a lot of movies and stuff like that. We made a movie called Office Space, and for some unknown reason, he chose the opening scene, the traffic scene, and he showed that building right there and those other buildings. Maybe that building, maybe, I don't know for sure. Elements of what?
Nip Tuck. Elements of crime drama, black comedy, family drama, satire, psychological thriller.
And we're talking about Office Space, and you can see kind of some of the buildings right there.
Let's put this in your trunk.
Open in case emergency.
I'm gonna look underneath it.
See if the squirrels got in. You go like, yeah. We're taking Linda's new Pontiac. Well, it's not a new Pontiac, but taking it for a spin.
Just check. It was wrapped in that toilet paper, so maybe when you got in, you knocked it down.
Oh, it's right here.
Alright, it's
Okay.
crap now. Oh, they have to do like 10 toothbrushes. If you're driving my car, you better put that down.
Okay.
I don't think that you're worse on that.
four colors in Pentecost?
No, it was talking about God and Jesus. Black is for your bowels.
Right.
Red is for the blood.
Red's for the blood.
White was the bones.
White's the bones.
I can't remember the other.
So there were different colors that represented Pentecost. Told her about the upper room. So what happened...
That was the sound of the princess singing. From the children all over the
Like
country.
an upside
It's so
down triangle
remarkable
that's
that when I
coming down
created
from
the
the
piano, I
clouds.
didn't know if I could write a piece that would reflect
I
the
guess-
words
no, it's
as
not
deeply
upside down, it's
as I
regular
think they
side.
needed to be. But this is a beautiful text that came
Right
from
side
an 8th
up, I
grader
guess.
that just says, a tree is tall, a branch is small, and that
Right there in the center. Looks kind of like maybe something drooping down from the cloud. Besides James, it could have been a stepbrother, or maybe a cousin, or maybe a brother. We don't know much about James. God, like they're just like sitting there. My goodness. States today on the 5th of June. Salvation comes from the Lord, Isaiah 3:8.